keep realizing, keep wow, but ultimately, after you're done the process of whatever that takes, however long it takes, you're gonna arrive to this thing. It was a gift from the get-go. God already made you that way. He already, on the cross, He crucified your old you. We're gonna go over this in more particular when we read Romans 6 verse 6 and some of the other places. But you'll get it. Hallelujah. This is exciting. This is so exciting. Because it's not the work of the flesh. It's not the self-power, the self-will. This is God. And one thing about this is when you know the truth, not only set you free from pride. Because you're not going to take glory for yourself or give somebody else glory who taught you his methods and then, oh, he's so great, he taught me. Well, God uses humans, but really it's God Himself who sets us free and sets us free from sin, from the control, dominion, authority, power, rule, world of it. He takes us out of that world, puts us in Himself. And so good. Oh yes, Lord. Shabbat. And then when it's done, who do you give glory? God. Only God. There's some portals, major portals, that everything got to go through. And one of these portals is, who are you going to boast? When it's all said and done, you go through the portal, and who are you going to boast now? The portal is God and Him alone. Salvation is of God and Him alone. How do we know? Because when you go through any other portal, you're going to give praise to yourself or to somebody else or to something. But when you go to the right portal, go on the other side, you go, glory to God, Lord, all the glory to You. That's a major portal. The other portals I'll mention as we go, they're major portals. And that you got to ask yourself, when you go through something, you have to see the outcome of it. Is it lining up with the Word? Because one thing has to know, that no man can boast before the Lord about nothing except He, God Himself. It's not allowed before God to boast about nothing. What a perfect time. How great. How great is our God. How great is our God. It is so beautiful. Should we kind of take a break at this wonderful moment? Or so we have 2 hours total, and we did 1.
Yeah, you can take like a 5 or 10 minute break.
This is so perfect. Quickly, we're reviewing what happened here. You got visited. The Lord corrected me on the view of holiness. It's not a long list of things you do or avoid things. It's a long list of things to avoid and not to do, but rather reckon yourself dead to sin and reckon yourself alive to God on the basis not of anything you do or have done, but on the basis of what Christ has done. What the law could not do, God did. Who did? God did. Smile because you're on the YouTube camera. The world doesn't see your face. Whoa! We're going to get this out here. Come on. This out.
There we go.
Blissed out.
Give God to save you.
Blissed out. Father, bless us all. Inject us. Go ahead, let him give you an IV. Inject us, Lord. Just bless. I'll give you a nectar, a nice shot here. Main artery. Jugular. That's what God did.
Jugular.
He went for the jugular.
Yeah.
He went for the jugular. He didn't. Oh, I'll read you something about that.
Yeah.
About the jugular. You know, when it comes to all the things of God, you can't mess with it. God went for the jugular. Romans 8, verse, 2 or something. My Message Bible doesn't have numbers. But it says God went for the jugular when He sent His own Son. He didn't deal with the problem as something remote and unimportant. In His Son Jesus, He personally took on the human condition. What is the human condition? The human nature, the nature of things, particularly the demonic twist and perversion and corruption that happened to the human race when Adam opened his heart and trusted Satan in his ways. And he shut the door to God, became exactly what God says. You become dead to me. You're dead to me. You died to me. And you become alive. You're always dead to what you don't believe, and you always don't believe, but you're always alive to what you believe. You know, believing in something makes you alive to it. You know, trusting in someone, it makes you in relationship. Trust opens relationship. You know, belief opens your heart to become united with something or one with something. You know, and that's what Jesus came to do, to become one with us, one with what we believe, and through faith we become one. Not just one with what we believe, but through faith, through the agency of faith, through the substance of faith, the supernatural, mysterious substance of faith, we become one with Him. But first, He has to become one with our sinfulness. Why? To absorb it. He has to take it.
Wow. Yeah.
Without becoming one with your sinfulness, you cannot become one with His holiness. You know, as simple as that. You know, first things first. First things first. I'm full of sin, so someone has to get full of my sin. When I say sin, I mean sinfulness, the entire nature of it, the core of it, even the source of it. You know, He needs to cut my relationship with that entire way of looking at things, this entire sinful way of looking at things. Not everything in a sinful world is not anything sinful is bad looking. You know, there's a lot of good things in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, but it's all evil because it's a wrong tree. God does not want us to be a part of it. You know, because something look good doesn't mean it's good for you. You know, Twinkies look good, but not that good for you.
That's funny. That's funny.
Just because they have eternal shelf life doesn't mean that they're
Eternal shelf Twinkies in the 40s are still good.
I can see the Twinkie man here.
We had a
That's
bad
funny.
Twinkie. Twinkie's gone.
Turn around to the camera so everybody can see the Twinkie face. Your Twinkie face. On the YouTube world. Okay.
My Twinkie face.
So here's this gloriously visual graphic picture.
Oh, man.
God went for the jugular. He went for the jugular to cut something. When He sent His Son, He didn't deal with the problem like a remote control, something distant. In His Son, Jesus, He personally took on the human condition, entered the disorder mess of struggling humanity.